Welcome back to another Luanti mod review. Today we are looking at the Bonified mod. This mod adds fossils that you'll find underground, changes out or adds a mesh model for bones. So when you die, you'll get a lovely rib cage and a skull, and I don't know what that bone would be, but you'll get that bone instead of just the normal block. I manually placed this one, so I can't view the inventory of it. I mean, it doesn't have any, but if it did, that would work that way. Now I can dig it and place it. Oh, also, it always, wait, does it? No, it's rotating. Okay, never mind. Can I craft that? Oh yeah, it adds armor too. We'll get to that. Okay, so I can craft the pile of bones into actual bones. And then I can turn the pile of bones, or the stack of bones, back into a pile of bones. Neato! We can also make bone meal. And bone meal can be turned into white dye. And it appears like that's all. So let's get to seeing what this is all about. I don't actually know. That gives us ancient fossil. Sweet. Now, ancient fossils are used for what exactly? Fossil meal. Okay, so similar to bone meal. It must be a kind of a randomized drop because I only got 3 out of that. Did I turn all of my bones into bone meal? I feel like I did. So I think that means the ancient fossil dropped bones. Now, some of the bones can just be discovered in dirt. So let's do a quick little diggy-roo. How far down was I? There we go. To the surface. And of course, I don't have a shovel because why would I? Should probably turn that off, and let's go ahead and change the time to something where we can see. Hey, I just got a bone. So when you dig in dirt, you will occasionally stumble upon bones. Bones can then be used to create fertilizer. And, oh yeah, this is where I placed a bunch of bones initially, because why not, right? Need bones. Is that permafrost? No, I need some permafrost. So the permafrost contains not fossils. Is this permafrost? No, I don't see any permafrost over here. Yeah, it contains another thing similar to fossils. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was called. Let me take a quick peeky look. See, so you have ancient fossils, which is in. Oh, it's in stone and permafrost. So ancient fossils either way. So you'll find it in the permafrost and underground, and just in stone. So, handful of different ways to obtain the bones. I suppose I should really fertilize something, huh? The easiest thing to fertilize, of course, now there's no trees anywhere around here, would be a sapling because I don't need a hoe for that. And all I would have to do is find a tree. Man, how can it be so difficult to find a single tree? Okay, well, that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, there's fertilizer. I'm sure it works just fine. There's just not a single tree in this world. Why? I don't understand. How are there no trees? This is most embarrassing. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to not fertilize a tree. But no worries. I can't just fertilize nothing. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these recipes. So, as we already saw, you can make the bones from bones. That's kind of cool. If you have 3D armor enabled... Oh, bundle of bones. Oh, so you need some string and bones to make a bundle of bones. Where's the bundle of bones? I don't remember seeing that in my earlier... Oh, maybe it was there and I just didn't really notice it because of how it looks. Fertilizer requires bone meal anything belonging to leaves and a brown mushroom. That's cool. You know, I think there's been, I think this got some new features added since when I initially looked at it. Or maybe I'm just not remembering everything that there was. So we have all the armor. We should really just be looking at the bone sternum plate. Isn't it just a chest plate? Anyway, you're going to need some bundles of bones and some bones. And you'll need some more bones and more bones. Stone bone shield. You'll need more bones, of course. And then you can make bone blocks out of bones. And then you can make bone bricks and stairs and walls. How do I make just the... Oh, there we go. Oh, it makes enough sense. Four bone blocks yield 16 bone bricks. That's an excellent whatever deal. And the ancient fossil. Yes, so this... Oh, but no, see, that's not... The ancient fossil blocks to make fossil bricks. And the tools. Okay, well... Oh, and fossil meal. Ancient plating. Okay, so this must be used for making some of the armor. Yes. So we have... Dude, that helmet looks pretty cool. Different armors. No, of course, you need to have 3D armor for those. So here's the stone of fossil that we found. Where's the permafrost variation? Does the permafrost variation maybe just look the same? Maybe it does. Or I suppose if it just doesn't have any recipes, it wouldn't show up in here, would it? Okay, well, let's get on to the tools. So we have a variety of tools. You have bone tools, and then you have ancient tools, I guess. So the bone version, you just need a bone block and sticks. I shouldn't say several. And they use the same recipes as one would expect for the normal tools. Bone sword, I like that curve too. That looks pretty sweet. The bone version is similar to bronze tools. With the... It's not a caveat. It's like a benefit. As their durability goes down, or I guess their wear bar goes down, their speed and damage increases. So the worse shape your tool is in, the better it performs, which is an interesting mechanic. I kind of want to get a bone shovel, but I don't have the correct privileges to do that. So we're just going to do this. I just need a bone shovel, please. Bone shovel. And while I'm at it, I'll grab an ancient shovel too. So the bone shovel. Okay, yeah, it's... Oh, you know what? I gotta... Otherwise that won't... Okay. Alright, so. Bone shovel, here we go. Ooh, this is taking advantage of the wear bar colored custom thing, is it? It looks like it, because we're starting with a yellowish wear bar instead of a green, which is kind of the default. That's neat. Nice to see new features being used. I hadn't realized that had actually made it into the engine. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. It's working. Performs as one would expect for a shovel to perform. It's digging. I feel like I just need to do a lot more digging before we start to wear it down. Now, as it wears, it'll increase up to double the speed. I feel like maybe it's going a little faster now. I feel like there's an increase in speed here. Oh yeah, definitely, I can tell. We can't really do the whole damage thing because there's nothing for me to be dealing damage to. But yeah, I would definitely say this is definitely going faster now than it had been previously. Interesting mechanic. I don't understand quite the reasoning behind that as a feature, but okay. And of course, as with the other tools, you'll have the same effect for the stone ones. Now the The ancient, what is it called again? Yeah, just the ancient axe, ancient pickaxe, ancient shovel, and ancient sword. They are slightly different. So let me just grab that. So now these are equivalent to mace tools, but with more durability. So yes, very, very quick digging. Most good. Now I'm not sure if mace is better than diamond as far as tools go. I honestly I don't know. So I'm not sure if this is better than a diamond or if it's not. Let's see. Now this is okay, this doesn't get anything funny with where that it performs better with age. Like fine wine, it only gets better with age. I don't actually. That's what I've heard. I don't drink, so I wouldn't know if that's a true statement, but I would assume so. Anyway, back to more important and more pertinent things. So we have the tools. We also have armor, right? So the armor, as we looked at before, I'm wearing some actually. It's quite spiffy, if I don't say so myself. Yes, look at that. Look at the shield. It's quite nice. The bone armor is similar to bronze armor, and then the ancient fossil armor sits between steel and diamond. So yeah, that's how that one sits. Now, of course, I don't have any on me, and I'd have to give myself creative again in order to grab it. So yeah, we won't be demoing that, but it's quite similar in looks. Where were all my stairs at? Oh yeah, that's right, because I go by variety. So yeah, you've got your fossil brick stairs, bone brick stairs. I actually wanted to look at the actual stairs. Bone brick stairs. So it looks like just the bone brick and the fossil. So the just bone as a material itself is not available in stairs, just the brick variant. Okay, well that took way longer than it should have, but I finally found a chest that actually has something in it. So you can get some bone, I don't even know how you would say that. Patel armor? Bone leggings. Yeah, which I think is what I already had, so. Yeah, what I already had. But, yeah, this was my life. So I found this whole dungeon here with one chest in it that had some goodies. Where were the other two? Oh yeah, the other two were way over here. They oh well, that's pleasant. They both had chests and both chests were empty. So that was quite the experience. Update to my shovel. All right, well, that is going to do it for this one. So this was the Bonified mod. If you are interested in downloading this mod, you can, of course, swing on over to the content browser in-game and download it from there. Or if you want to download it manually, I will have all of those links on my website, which will be linked in the video description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.